Hi, we got some hot new tea tonight. Tonight we'll be talking about Ultimate Girls Trip, Real Housewives, 90 Day Fiance the other way, Love and Marriage Huntsville, cause OWN is on fire. Come back and join me. Smooches. Hello, my petals. It's me, dearest. Come on and get some of this hot tea. Come on and join me. It's hot. Hi, my petals. It's me, dear Rose. Welcome back. Listen, guys, we got a hot show tonight. We're going to be talking about some of the other shows that I cover. Thank God we are done with SWV and Escape. Okay? We're going to put them to bed and we're going to let them continue what they're doing. All right, we're moving on. Okay? So let's start with Ultimate Girls Trip, Housewives from the Peacock and Bravo. Okay? So, now, this is season 4, and we have Portia Williams from Atlanta. We have Candace and Giselle from Potomac. We have Marisol and Alexia from Miami. And we have Leah from New York. And, am I missing anybody? Let's see, we got... Whitney and Heather from Salt Lake City. Okay, let's get started. So I caught up. I was only 2 shows behind. So right now they stopped at episode 6. They are in Thailand. And weed is legal. I did not know that. Anyway, let me start from the beginning. So the show starts opening up with Candace asking Portia, which I am really shocked, about her relationship with her husband, Simon Gabodia. I hope I'm saying the last name right. And she talked about the rumors that she heard about Portia taking, her friend's husband or whatever. And Portia kind of cleared it up. I thought Portia was going to try to dodge the questions or whatever, but she didn't. She was like really grown up about it. And she was like, they bring people on the show. Before I start that, I want to say a kudos to Portia because Portia she's learned a lot. I don't know if it's because she has an older husband or because she's older. She's 40 now. But she's learning not to bite the hand that feed her because not one time did she say anything bad about Bravo. She also said that you shouldn't say things bad about how your platform of how you got started. And I thought that was very admirable of her for her to even say, I thank God for Bravo, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. But anyway, she said that a lot of times when they bring new people on the show, that you're not really friends, or you may not be, you may be just associates, or you may just know each other in passing. So they try to pair you up with someone that's kind of likable, that you may like, or the producers may feel like you get along with. So evidently, Portia was paired with Simon's ex-wife, but it really wasn't a real friendship. And that is unfortunate that Simon and Portia did end up having a relationship. They are now married. They're husband and wife. There's a lot more to the story. You all know. I'm not going to mention her name, the ex-wife. That's not fair. We're not discussing her on this show, but not because I don't want to, but it's just not. It's Ultimate Girls Trip. We're talking about Portia right now. So anyway, Portia she answers Candace questions. Getting back to my statement, she does answer Candace, and she was like, the timeline may seem a little off to everybody, but regardless of that, we're together. We married now. We married, we're husband and wife. She hates the way things turn out. The other young lady has now moved on. She's since had a child. She didn't marry the guy that she had a baby with, but she is in a relationship. As far as Portia knows, from what I've been hearing in these streets, that they may be even parted, but we ain't talking about her. We moving on. Okay, so anyway, another little beef going on. After Candace got her little part out, cause I'm gonna get to Candace in a little bit. Anyway, Heather and Whitney, come to find out, Heather and Whitney from Salt Lake City, they are cousins. And I don't know if it's from that Mormon thing where, they have more than one wife, sister wives, or how there's some kin. I don't know. I really didn't watch their season of Salt Lake City Housewives this year. I was so sick of Jen and Mary. Jen and Mary turned me off so bad the prior season that I didn't even watch Salt Lake City this year. All I heard was bits and pieces. I heard Jen was getting some time. I heard Heather say that Jen did admit to her that she was guilty, or either she had to plead guilty. I guess to avoid a lot of jail time or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, it's the thing that's going on between Heather and Whitney is Heather won't tell how she got a black eye. They think that Jen was the one who gave Heather the black eye, and that Heather is so loyal to Jen that she won't tell how she got the black eye. They said she went in Jen's room and came out with a black eye. And by Whitney being Heather's cousin, Whitney want to know, like, hey, what's up? Are you more loyal to Jen than you are to me, and I'm your blood? So they got that little beef going on, and everybody got their 2 cents to put in it and all that. Giselle. Oh, my God. So Giselle without Robin is, let me tell you something, Giselle can hold on. I'm real proud of Giselle. Giselle holding it down. She's her messy self. I don't know if y'all know, but church girl gone bad. That's Giselle. I don't know if y'all really know why Giselle is the way she is. Giselle is the way she is because she's a church girl gone bad. She was a preacher's wife. Y'all know Jamal Bryant. Y'all don't heard the stories. Y'all don't heard all the things. Some of it's true, some of it's not. And they're not together anymore. And one thing I do know about when you've been in church all your life, when you was raised up a certain kind of way, I could tell that Giselle is trying to find where she fit in at. Because when you've been a church girl, when you grew up in church, cursing don't even sound right coming out of your mouth, even though you may curse. The things you may do may sound, you don't fit in anywhere. And I feel like that's what's going on with Giselle. But she's trying her best. She's trying her best. She's doing her thing. Her and Portia kind of clicked. I'm glad that they clicked. I wasn't shocked that they clicked. I wasn't. I am shocked, however, though, that Candace is still coming for Giselle. And I said I was going to comment on Candace. I hate to say this, and I'm not talking about all people that are small in stature or all people that are short or whatever, but a lot of people that are small have this Napoleon complex. They either bulldogs or chihuahuas, and they constantly barking. And I feel like Candace feels like a miniature woman amongst these tall Amazon women with these real big personalities. And I feel like that along with Candace's upbringing being spoiled, she's a spoiled child. Her mom and dad are kind of, middle class. Her mama's a therapist. I forgot what her dad is. And she was raised kind of middle class. She was kind of spoiled. Her husband spoils her. He's older than her, of course. And he spoils her as well. She's used to getting her way. And I don't think Candace socially knows how to fit in with these women that are powerful, rich, independent. And Candace is like a taken care of type of woman. She's been coddled and taken care of all her life. And now she's in amongst these big personalities and these women that are bosses. And I think Candace feels intimidated by them. So she's always saying very harsh things, very negative things, very ugly things. I'm not saying that she's not supposed to defend herself when somebody comes for her. If she ain't crying with that little triangle piece of tissue, she coming for you. And if you come for her, I notice that she'll take that and she'll project it onto somebody else so you could get off of her. She real smart now. Real smart little bit of something. I like her. I'm seeing her. I'm watching her though. She is very intimidated. She's intimidated by the women that she's on Potomac with. She'll say she's not. She'll say, oh, no, I'm not. I'm glad she got her thing going with her record deal. I'm glad that she has something that she can focus on that makes her feel special and makes her feel that she's achieving something as a woman. And she is. And so she is. She one moment wanted to have a baby, and then another moment she wanted to have a career. I don't know if she's put that on the back burner that she wanted to have a baby. She was going through the IVF or that, or you have to do those rounds of fertility drugs and things like that. That also makes her emotional. I don't know what's going on. Chris already got 4 or 5 children already by his from previous relationships, And she is a woman of a certain age. Her biological clock is ticking, so there's nothing wrong with Candace wanting a baby. I didn't have children till I was in my late 20s, early 30s myself, so I know how it is when your biological clock kick in and you ready to have a baby. Okay, so, but on the other hand, she's around these powerful women, these bossed up women, and she also wants something for herself. So Candace, my suggestion to you is to keep on doing what you're doing. We as women, we can do it all, baby. Go ahead and do your tour with Trina and them, or whatever you got going on. And then once you feel whatever that is that's within you, then take the time out. Freeze your eggs, baby. And then go back and have a child later on. You know, if Chris sperm ain't working by the time you get ready, because I don't know how you talking about, I don't know how you talking about what you call husband, Ashley. Husband got some wrinkled up balls when Chris ain't that much older than that much. He ain't too far away from Ashley's husband now. All right then, but anyway, moving on. Excuse me, I didn't mean to snort. Okay, so next we're going to Marisol and Alexis. Marisol and Alexis is from the Miami franchise. They had canceled Miami at one time, but Miami is the only franchise that in the history of Bravo that they brought back. And Marisol and Alexis is tight. They are of Hispanic descent. And we all know how spicy and caliente Hispanic women are. I love them. Marisol get her drink on. She drink her screwdrivers. She take her vodka and her orange juice wherever she go. She don't care where she going at. And they got this little host. His name is Pepsi. Because they're in Thailand right now. And Pepsi is the host, and I love him. He does his own little confessionals. And he's grown to care about each of them. And the latest episode, he was letting them know, like, y'all stop fighting. You know, I think American women are so, I think they think we are so, I don't know. I know they think we are just a bunch of banshees or just so wild or uncouth or whatever the word is that you can think of. But anyway, he talks a lot about them, you know, loving each other. He said, y'all fussing, y'all fighting, then y'all hug each other. Oh my God, I've never seen anything like it before. But anyway, he's so cute, their host. And they have great food. Every night is a theme night. It's almost time for them to go home, but every night they do something different. Giselle is running around looking for some type of, it's a real pretty bottle though. Giselle lost her tequila because she said that's all she drank. And it took her so many weeks or days or months to get it flown to Thailand. And Candace said you can get it from any ABC store in Potomac. DC, Maryland, or Virginia in the DMV. That's what Candace said. She said her husband could get it anywhere for her. But somebody evidently, I don't know if production did it to make the show better or not, but somebody has stolen Giselle's bottle of tequila, and she is on a hunt, honey. She has asked production to search everybody's bag and everybody's room. So I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, so anyway, Giselle is messy. She's starting trouble. She's going back and telling stuff people said. And, oh, it's just all kind of mess. Now, Leah from New York. Now, I heard Tinsley was supposed to be Leah's partner on the girls' trip, but Tinsley backed out at the end. Why, I don't know. Tinsley, everybody know he ain't that dude ain't married you yet. Everybody know you still single. Girl, bye. Leah single too, it don't matter. I would have loved to have had Tinsley on this show. This would have been the perfect show for Tinsley to have been on. And I feel like Nene would have did good on this season right here too. But I know Nene gonna bust up there. Listen, now that this lawsuit and stuff is over with Nene, oh, I know Nene gonna, oh, they gonna get Nene on this show right here, so trust. But anyway, Tinsley, we miss you. You'd have been real good on this season. But anyway, so Leah up there by herself. Leah back in her sober mode. And that's why I believe Leah having problems. Look, y'all. Leah want to drink and she want to smoke a blunt. And she can't. And she got to put up with him. And every time you turn around, she talking about her period on. And she's sick. And she PMS. And she falling out, fainting all in the stores. And all the time stuff like that. Because Leah want to drink and she want to smoke her blunt. Because everybody know that weed is legal in New York. it wouldn't shock me if Leah wasn't the one that stole Giselle's tequila. And that Candace still slipped her some weed. Because Candace and I forgot who that was with Candace that went to the weed shop because weed is legal in Thailand. Went to cannabis shop and got some weed and stuff for them to smoke that night. Okay? And they sit up there and got out Marisol. Candace and Marisol. You can't tell me that Candace ain't slipped Leah some weed, and they don't drunk up Giselle's tequila, and that's what's wrong with Leah. That's why she can't hang out with him, because she need to hurry up and slip and be able to get high and drinking stuff while they gone, because she playing like she's sober. Because to me, that's what's wrong with her. All right, then, moving on. So, Heather, she big and bad on her show. She got all the mouth. She got the most masculine energy. And for some reason, Portia intimidates Heather to a certain extent. And wait a minute, I gotta say this about Heather. If you don't take off that napkin you got on in your confessionals, I don't know who dressed you. I don't know who your stylist was, but that napkin that you got on, I wish I had a way I could show it. She got on this colorful dress, and it's got ruching up to the top, and then it's got this band, and like she is a pretty napkin. Girl, I know you, Heather. Don't you bring that napkin to the table no more, girl. Okay? Anyway, so Heather is intimidated by Portia. Leah think Portia don't like her either. And Portia was straight up. Portia said, Leah, I don't vibe with you. She said, I ain't got no beef with you or nothing. She's like, but I ain't feeling you. And I know why Portia ain't feeling Leah. Because Leah is a fake. Good as I like Leah. She was one of the best New York Housewives that I like in the later seasons. And I'm shocked at how Leah acting, but Leah acting like that because she's trying to play sober. Girl, go on and take you a drink and smoke you a blunt if you want to. All right then. So that's why Portia, because everybody talk junk about Portia, but one thing about Portia keep it real. They don't like Portia because Portia keep it real, honey. On Atlanta Housewives and her last couple of seasons, she learned to keep it real. She learned her lesson, her bumps and her bruises has taught her how to keep it real, and that's just all it is to it. And cheers to you, Portia. But anyway. So it's been just a bunch of mess back and forth. And I really like Whitney. I like Whitney's attitude. I like Marisol and Alexa. Like I said, Marisol and Alexa, they two peas in a pot. They don't go nowhere without each other. They stick it together. They got each other's back. And Marisol, the last episode, had a dinner white party. Everybody dressed in white for her mom. Her mom passed away in 2019. And if anybody remember watching the Miami franchise before, they canceled it previously, that her mom was a very big personality on the show, and everybody loved her. And shout out to you, Marisol, for honoring your mom in that dinner that night. You said that she really would have loved it. And they all got drunk and jumped in the pool. Not everybody, because the black girls did, because they know their weaves were going to mess up. Giselle, Portia, Candace got in there because she had braids. And Giselle and Portia don't mess with her. So Candace had to hang out with them. So she got her braids right on in the pool with the rest of the girls. But Portia and Giselle did not, because they was not messing up their weave. Okay? But anyway, it's a real good show. I love Girls Trip. I did get to see some of the other seasons as well, but this season right here is really interesting to me. If you all have not watched it yet, please tune in on Peacock. Bravo show it every now and then if they have a spot where they can show like a couple of episodes so you can catch up to get you more in tune. But Peacock is worth subscribing to because they got other good programming as well. So tune in today, y'all. We looking forward to Atlanta Housewives. They're going to be premiering in May along with Married to Medicine. So y'all know I'm going to be up on that. Okay, let's move on to the OWN light is on because it's hot over there. Come on through, Oprah. Like I said on my last segment, y'all can say what y'all want to about Oprah, but honey, she got the black programming for you, baby. So Love and Marriage Huntsville is back. They did their second episode tonight. Saturday night. And it starts off with Kimmy again letting everybody know that she had came through her breast cancer. She did her chemo. So far, she's done her surgery. Her surgery went well, and they found no traces of cancer, but she still has to do her radiation, y'all. And I just want to say, again, the prayers of the saints avail much. Everybody was praying for you, Kimmy. Everybody was rooting for you. We were praying for Maurice. We were praying for your family and those that were supporting you, girl. Thank God. As she said before, early detection is the best thing. As I stated before, my mom died of breast cancer. I have to get mammograms myself, and sometimes I forget. And she is just reminding me to be more proactive about my health, about my breast health, and about being more involved when I go get my mammograms? Did I ask more questions? Did I ask for extra testing and stuff like that? Because she says that that's what saved her, early detection, catching it early. So shout out to Kimmy. Maurice is doing well. He's hanging in there with her. I could tell a little bit of stress on Maurice's face though. But you know what? I'm like Kimmy. I was worried about Maurice too. They were brand new newlyweds. They had been married but a couple of years when this happened. Some men can't handle illnesses like that. My dad did well with my mom, but who really knows how my dad really felt? You know, we were younger at the time, and I didn't hear him express anything about how he may was feeling. So I'm glad that Kimmy was thinking about at least, oh my God, can Maurice really handle this? But Maurice got a very good family dynamic as well. His mom and his brothers and them, they're real close. They have a sister. I know him and his sister is really close. So I know that whenever he needed to breathe, whenever he needed to exhale, whenever he needed to let his fears out, then I'm sure that his brothers and his sister and mom and them was there for him. So anyway, moving on from them, Martell, they were still at Kimmy's party where they were congratulating her going through her chemo and everything, and Martell was really being nice to Melody. He wanted to walk her outside. He acted like he was really, concerned about her safety. And a lot of them was picking on him when he came back in. He looked kind of sad because she was saying to him, "Oh, I don't need you to walk me outside." Melody still got a wall up. She still hurt. She still feels betrayed by his infidelity and having a baby by the girl on national TV. Okay? Listen, y'all. Don't think that Melody don't want her husband back. Don't think for not one moment that she cries every night for what she lost in her marriage and how she has to split the time between her and her husband, and she don't see her children for a week at a time. Melody, when you told Chris Fletcher's wife that story about how you never thought you would wake up and it would be a period of time where you wouldn't see your boys, your children, that's how I felt about my boys. I never thought I would ever be without my boys. I never thought I would ever have a time where I wasn't raising my boys, whether I was with my ex-husband or not. So don't think that she don't feel bad. And I know that she rejects Martell's advances towards her to try to get back together, but like everybody else said, it's not that she doesn't want to accept some, affection from Martell, but it's hard because the woman that he had the baby by, she's so volatile. She get on social media, she say ugly things, and I know that he can't control her. And that's the first thing they say. I can't stop nobody from saying what they say. I can't stop somebody from this and this and that. I know that's the first thing men holler, that they ain't got no control over or whatever. But Martell, you did put her in this situation. It is your, partially your fault, and because the other girl, it's her fault too. And it's going to take a lot for some marriages do get back together. Some marriages. Some people do get remarried after they divorce, after something like this happens. It's through and in between, but it can happen. It is through and in between, but it can happen. Okay, so Martell goes to Chris Fletcher and his wife. They're having a date night, and Martell shows up, and they're asking Martell, about Melody. They're asking Martell about Sheree from Atlanta Housewives, and Martell tries to be as nice as he could about Sheree. Sheree, I know you looking for love, baby, and what woman that's single is not? I appreciate how Martell didn't say anything ugly about Sheree, but he did let Chris Fletcher and his wife know that, because Chris is like, is she the one? Is she the one, Martell? And Martell was like, she's a nice lady, she real cool. She nice to hang out with. She nice to go on dates with and stuff like that. But I ain't feeling her like that. In so many words. I like her. We hang out. She fun. But I ain't feeling her like that. He said, and I do want to be married again. He said, right now I don't want to be in nothing serious. Martell want his wife back. Bottom line. Excuse me for snorting. Martell want his wife back, bottom line, and he don't know how to get her back. So he asked Chris Fletcher, I think he asked Chris Fletcher's wife, or she may took it upon herself to go and seek out Melody because they did meet up. I can't think of her name. But anyway, Chris Fletcher's wife and Monique met up, and Melody met up, and that's when Melody was telling her how she had no idea that she saw herself in this predicament, that she would be sharing custody with her child, that she would be divorced, that her husband would have an outside child, that she would have to live through her infidelity, her divorce, and all that on TV. She had no idea, y'all. And that was hard for her. And she got a wall up. And I think Stormy saw that wall at the dinner, at the celebration for Kimmy. I think Stormy saw that Melody is not in the place to be nobody's friend right now. She don't trust nobody. She said that. She ain't trusting nobody. Nobody ain't really trying to reach out to her and be her friend. Or if they have, Melody pushed them away. Because I'm not going to say that people wasn't trying to be there for Melody. I'm going to say that people were... They tried, but because of Melody's wall and her defense, she got up. She's not going to let nobody in right now. She's just not. Y'all give Melody some time. Give her some grace. Show her some love if you can from a distance. It was really awkward between Tisha and Melody at the dinner, at the celebration. Tisha avoided her. Marceau didn't say anything to her. And I hate seeing them like that when all of them were so close. The comeback crew. And it is so unfortunate to see them, like, everybody on pins and needles. Everybody walking around on eggshells. You know, that's really ugly. But Kiki walks in. Kiki comes in and, you know, she speaks. And then it shows Tisha and Kiki trying to mend fences as well. Kiki introduces another family member to the fold that favors her. I think it's a cousin. I can't call her name either. And Tisha asks her, does she want to come and join her brokerage firm because Tisha has gotten her MBA, and now she has a brokerage and a company. And she asked her cousin, did she want to join her? And her cousin was like, well, I don't know, because you and Kiki done fell out, and when you gonna meet, you know, how you gonna try to pull me in on some kind of family deal when you beefing with half of your family, you know? So they did meet up. They did a little boxing thing and all that. And Kiki told Tisha how she felt. Tisha told her how she felt. That's the same thing to me, round and round Mulberry Bush. But maybe they'll get it together after a while. Just maybe they will. And you know what, y'all, I noticed? I looked at the intro when they were coming on. And guess whose face I did not see, y'all? I did not see Destiny. I didn't see Destiny's face. So I don't think Destiny gonna be on, y'all, unless she's gonna be on, you know, when they go to break and come back. Unless she's gonna be on the second part 2 of when they come back from their break. Unless she's gonna be on then. I didn't see her. One thing about Carlos King, like I said about Stormy, I'm praying to God that Stormy brings her own storyline other than Mel. Some of the excerpts from the coming scenes shows that Stormy's mom is going to have a conversation with Melody, you know, about her daughter and this, things like that, things that she said and how she feel about her. Hopefully there's other things that we can see about Stormy as well. But I ain't see Destiny. We're not going to count her out. Okay? Carlos is a very, shout out to Carlos and the Raindrops. Carlos is a very, person that gives you second chances. He's very fair. If there's a reason why Destiny is not in this part, the first part, I'm sure Carlos is going to give her an opportunity to come into the second part. Listen, when you do these reality shows, you got to be ready to share your life. You have to be ready to share your whole entire life, not no little bit of part, but the whole part. Because people want to know who you are. People want to hear about it, baby. So that's what's going on with Love and Marriage Huntsville. The men are kind of quiet this season for now. Just second episode. Just getting into it. So we'll see what it's going to do, y'all. Let's move on to 90 Day Fiance the other way. Y'all! Oh my God. Now this is this franchise is a long. They do it so long. It's getting ready. They about midway through. about 3/4 through. And let me name the characters I'm gonna be talking about tonight. Um, on 90 Day Fiance. Hold on one moment. Let me get my notes because I'm getting older, honey. I can't remember all this stuff by heart. Okay. 90 Day Fiance, y'all. It's really good. Came on tonight. So, like I said on 90 Day Fiance, the other way, the couples, Americans go over to other countries where they have found love either online or in some type of a dating app or something like that. So let's start off with Danielle and Johan. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Y'all heard me talk about him in my last episode. Johan is from Dominican Republic, and I was talking about Caribbean men or men that are from the islands or whatever. And how Danielle wanted to run Johan. And I don't know if this thing, I ain't trying to be funny, and I don't know if it's a white girl thing. I've seen it time and time again on these shows where these white women, they go and meet these guys in Jamaica or some of the hotter climates. They fall in love with the D. They got good money. Either they get them to come to America or they move over there and be in love. And they want these men to to be subservient to them. And I'm like, ain't no black man finna do that. I don't care what part of the world he from. And your money ain't gonna dictate to no man that he gonna be subservient to you. So to me, she be emasculating Johan and be trying to make Johan feel like that he's less than her. Listen, you knew who Johan was when you married him. You knew he had less than you. You already knew. I think you fell in love with the sex. And you thought you was going to go over there and make this man goo gaga over you or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, she got another love interest over there too as well. And that's going to be coming up in a couple of other show episodes that's coming up. Danielle ain't all this little angel she trying to portray. It's this other guy that she was seeing over there in Dominican Republic too. So I don't think it's all about Johan to the point where it's detrimental for her, the reason why she's going to stay over there. Because one thing about white girls, I'm sorry white girls, but it's true. Y'all love a black man, honey. Y'all do anything to have a black man. Like seriously. When y'all fall in love with a D, honey, y'all do anything. So she got her plan B already planned out, giving Johan all this hell about how much bills he gonna pay, and he ain't this and he ain't that, and making him feel, like he's nothing and stuff like this. And the whole time she got somebody else she talking to. The whole time, y'all. Danielle. Okay. So keep your eye out for Danielle and Johan. It's not that I don't respect Danielle in any kind of way. It's not her color or anything like that. It's just when I've been watching these franchise shows, 90 Day Fiance shows, or 90 Day the other way, or 90 Day the Islands or whatever. These white women be tripping, okay? I don't know what they be thinking, and they be like, these black men be like, no. You are not finna rule me in no kind of manner, in no kind of way. I don't care how much money you got. Okay, I'm moving on. Okay, so the next couple is Debbie and Usama. Now, Debbie is 60 years old. She's a 60-year-old white lady. I love her. She is so cute. I don't know why she remind me of Shirley Temple, if Shirley Temple was still alive. Okay? She is so cute. 60-year-old white lady in love with a 20-some-year-old man Osama is he from Egypt? He is from somewhere over there. Okay? No, he's not from Egypt. He's from somewhere else, another country. But anyway, she's 60. He's 20-some years old. At first, when she got there, Osama was a little intimidated. He was like, oh my God, what is my family going to think? What is my friends going to think? But when Debbie threatened to leave and go back to the United States, and that he fooled her, and he knew how old she was, and he knew how she looked, and Osama changed his story, honey. He went to writing poems and singing songs and taking her out amongst his friends and all of that. Because either you love me or you don't. Take me as I am. Mary J. Blige. Okay? So Osama is taking her around now, and they on this episode that went off tonight, he took her to meet some of his family and friends, and they liked her, y'all. If they didn't, they were very good actors. Because they was laughing with her, and they let her know it's strange by you being older, an older white woman, but okay. And Osama got that tooth missing like that in the front. I bring Osama say he got to get who he can. Because his teeth is missing like that, and he know that Debbie going to fix his teeth. Okay? Osama ain't stupid now. He's not handsome. He ain't ugly. But he ain't one of the cutest. And he's like, found somebody that love him, and he was like, let me hold on to what I got. Okay? And she from America. And a lot of them don't want green cards. A lot of times you be thinking like, oh, they want that green card. Excuse me. They like to stay in their country. They stay right on over there, honey. Okay, so we got another older lady and a younger man like we had before with Jenny and I can't think of his name. Jenny and other. But anyway, shout out to Debbie and was talking. Y'all hang on in there. They showed a lot of them tonight. Interacting with his family members. She gave up her whole life. She put her stuff in storage. She told her son and daughter and them, I'm fit to go because I'm in love and I'm going over here to marry this man. I'm at least try. She said she would not have been comfortable with herself if she didn't try to see what it would be. You know, and that takes a lot of strength to walk away from everything that you know and go over to another country with a 20-something-year-old man, different religion, different culture that you really don't know. You've been talking to 2-3 years online. You don't know what to expect. So she over there handling her thing, okay? Shout out to Debbie and Osama. Okay, moving on. Okay, from Debbie and Osama. And then we got Chris from Alabama. And I think her name is Jamie. She's from Colombia. Y'all, I ain't feeling... This is the lesbian couple. I ain't feeling Chris. From the moment that I met Chris, from the moment that they showed her, I knew she was a liar. I just felt it, y'all. I'm an empath and I can feel people's feelings. I can't help it. Okay? Chris is a liar. Lord, y'all, she said she had a broken neck. What's that disease where you fall asleep? Narcolepsy. Just everything. Have you ever met somebody, everything is wrong with them. And everything has happened to them. And everything is this and everything is that. And they try to be more than they are. She done went all the way over there to Colombia and fooled this girl named Jamie. And Jamie loves her. And you ought to heard the way she was talking to Jamie tonight. Oh, you need to get a job. And she was like, no, I'm not talking about that. She was like, I'm calling you. You're not answering your phone. I don't always have my phone on me. I'm working to send you money. And she kept throwing up in her face how much money she was sending her back. You married her. For better or for worse, for richer or for poor, you said that you was going to take care of her. We watched you tell this girl all these lies. And it's not that Jamie is naive, because she went to her friends and she said that, I don't believe some of these things that she's telling me. Oh, she fell out while she was over there. Her neck was broke, but she ain't had the surgery yet. How your neck going to be broke, but you still walking around and you ain't had the surgery? I'm confused. Somebody help me. Somebody help me with how your neck broke, but you still traveling and running around and this and this and that. And they had to come and give her shots, and she wanted to be baby and all that. She loved attention. A person like her, oh my God, y'all. Oh my God, I can see right through her. She love attention, y'all. She is a narcissist. She a baby. If she ain't a full-grown, fledged narcissist, she a baby narcissist. Baby shark, do-do-do, baby shark, do-do-do. She is. Now she over here talking junk to Jamie and talking about her to somebody else, and she done went off to somebody. Y'all, I'm gonna keep my eye on her. Chris, what's your name? Chris from Alabama. I got my eye on you, boo-boo. Jamie over there in Colombia, don't fall for her. She is a liar. And I know, you know who gonna what's her name that does the reunion shows? Sean. Oh, Sean Robinson let me tell you something. She gonna investigate and she gonna pull it all the way out. You better come up with a reason why you can't make it to the to the reunion show. Cause Sean gonna do her investigation. She gonna find out you was just a big liar. You is a liar, honey. We gonna move on from you. I do not care for her. Okay, and then we have Gabriel and Isabel. Gabriel is the trans woman that turned man. And Isabel is from Colombia too. So Gabriel is a very handsome trans man. And like I said before, he had to ask her parents, he had to tell her parents that he was a trans man. And he was afraid that they weren't going to accept him. But they did, even though they didn't understand the whole thing about trans. But they, they accepted him, and they had more questions, of course. And on this episode, he did tell them that he was going to marry Isabel, and they kissed and hugged and cried, and it was really touching. And he's had his reassignment surgery. He has a weenie. If I can say weenie on YouTube. Can I say weenie on YouTube? He got a weenie, but I don't know if he had the top part done yet. I think he tapes down the boobs. But he do got a weenie, and he says his weenie's big too. Okay? She said it's good. So evidently they done did it nasty. Okay? So anyway, they get married. That's a trans couple. So we got a lesbian couple. Chris, I can't stand her. And she's a liar. And Gabriel and Isabel, that's the lesbian couple. And I'm really rooting for their love. Okay. And then we have Nicole and his name is not Muhammad. I think it's Mahood. And that's the girl with the short blonde hair from California. And he's from Egypt. That's the one that's from Egypt. And he is the one that wants her to conform to Muslim and wear the jahib or whatever that is that you cover up your eyes and your face and all the way up to your neck and all that. And all they do is fuss and fight. All they do is fuss and fight. From the time she landed, they fuss from the airport in the cab, taxi to the parents' house. Because in their culture, in a lot of cultures, the children do not leave home until they're married. It's not like that over here. As soon as they get 18, they're ready to put us out. But anyway, so when she goes there, she has to live in a home with his parents and some of the other siblings. They all live together. That's part of their culture in Egypt, So, and she fights every step of the way. She does not want to give in to the Muslim culture. But this is my thing, Nicole. You knew he was Muslim, and that's what he says to her too. He said, you knew I was Muslim. You knew my culture. You knew my stance on showing your body and skin and covering yourself up. Why you get over here and show off and cut up like that in front of my family and show off? Like you don't know. Again, another white woman in love with a man of another culture, another color, and they want to run them. And I'm not saying that white women, you're not supposed to have be respected and have your way and voice your opinion and be loved and be equal. That's not what I'm saying. It's the way you act. And I know it may be editing. I don't know. Maybe we're not seeing him treating you mean. But from what I'm seeing is you have given him hell from the time you stepped off the plane to now. The only sweet loving woman I've seen so far is Jen from Oklahoma and Rishi. Jen is so sweet. She's the sweetest thing. And Rishi is real fine. He's from India. And honey, he's a social media whore. He is a social media whore. But Jen, let me tell you something about your girlfriends, what I don't like. And then I'm going to end on, I'm going to talk about Bobby Brown and then I'm going to close the show out, okay? Jen, watch your girlfriends. First of all, they wouldn't have tested my man. Jen allowed two of her girlfriends to inbox Rishi and see what he come on to them. And one of the girls, he sent a picture with no shirt on. And yeah, he was flirting with her. He got caught, y'all. He got caught. But my thing is, why you let them do that? Because my girlfriends ain't finna test nothing over here. If he's gonna be what he is, if he's gonna be the type of man he is, I'm gonna find out about it. I don't need you to test nothing. And Jen, that's where you made the mistake at. And now you sitting there at the table looking stupid because tonight the two girls, I don't know if they flew out to India or what. But She confronted him in front of Jen. Why you send me that new picture? I thought you was in love with Jen. That's some bull crap to me, y'all. I don't like that. That's some grimy mess right there. That's some you jealous because Jen got a nice looking dude. What you trying to test him out for? Because you don't think... And a lot of times your girlfriends don't feel like you deserve the man that you got, especially if he fine or he like you or something else. And the first thing come out of their mouth is, how you get him? Why he like you? Why you call yourself trying to test her boyfriend? That won't none of your business. And Jen, from this moment on, if I were you, I would keep my eye out on her, honey. It could be nothing that she could tell me about my man. Nothing. The mistake you made, Jen, was even letting her. What she have? How she inboxing him in the first place? Why would you agree to that? Why would you agree to her testing your man for you? You test your own gangster. You don't need her, girl, bye. That couldn't be me. I would like, girl, I wish you would text my man. I would dive across this table. No, you can't text him. Go find your own man. What, you jealous? That would have been my answer. It would have been no from the go, but you let her do it, and now you sitting there in a stick, and he came up with something. He wiggled his way out, and I think they understand him better now. And I think I could trust him. Girl, you should have no business even letting him even. That's a no. Keep them out your relationship, Jen. He might be a social media whore, but you have to let him know. Look, I don't appreciate you being on social media showing your body anymore. You ain't even told your mom and daddy about us. Because, in India, they do arranged marriages. And he hasn't even told his parents. In 3 years, they've been together now. And she done been over there 2-3 times. That's the one he gonna marry. He haven't even told his parents that. And he's still on social media naked because that's how they make their money. And what people don't realize is those guys in foreign countries as well as over here, they make money through social media just like we do. Okay? So he's naked with his shirt off, and he fine with that curly hair and dark skin, and And she told me, but why you sending me a picture with your shirt off? And why you had to fly all the way over there so you could meet him? Because you wanted him to like you on the deal. Girl, bye. Go find your own man. Okay? Now, those are the shows that I cover. But I just want to say one thing about Bobby Brown, y'all. And then I'm going to let y'all go. Wait a minute. Because Bobby had a heart. Look. Bobby Brown was up there struggling and breathing real hard like that and trying to dance with them other boys. I ain't saying that the other boys didn't do no drugs and stuff, but Bobby did it hardest. Him and Whitney was drugging it out now. And they had the money, they had the fame, they had the connections, and they drank and smoked and whatever they wanted to, as long as they wanted to, as hard as they wanted to. They did it together, they did it separately. They fell off the wagon, they got back on. They fell off the wagon, they got back on. And that stuff takes toll on your body. And sometimes when you're in sobriety, you gain weight. And he gained a lot of weight in his upper area. And it takes a lot on him. And you do a show, those shows are like an hour long. And you got to do all them moves and stuff. And Bobby was up there breathing real loud, and he was trying. And they said Bobby walked off stage. Bobby said he was tired. And I don't think Bobby gonna be back. Bobby said, send me my check in the mail. Because I could not finish this tour. Okay, it's not that he didn't want to. He just don't have the stamina. So I just want y'all to know that show Bobby some grace now. Because everybody was dragging him on social media about how he was, he couldn't hang with the other guys and all of that. But hey, he did the very, very best he can. Listen, y'all, I really love doing this commentary. I really love trying to become a content creator. Each time I do a video, I feel like I get a little bit better and a little bit better. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you like my content, if you like the way I explain my views and my opinions on these shows. Like and subscribe, share. All my information will be in the description box down below. Again, my name is Dear Rose. This is Plus Size Tea with Dear Rose. You can reach me at Just 4 Rose, 6 at hotmail.com. I'm on Facebook, Dear Rose. I'm on Instagram. I am Dear Rose 66. And again, I really love you, petals. Y'all are my rose petals. Y'all are my thorns. Thank you so much for hanging with me. And I'm going to say goodnight to you.